Alright, hear me out. There's actually a bike anime out there. Not just any bike anime, but something that feels like it's filling this oddly specific, almost hidden niche. Think about it. Bike focused anime is super rare. When it comes to anime centered on vehicles, you'll find way more about cars. They've got some iconic ones. People will immediately mention Initial D, and that show practically defined car culture in anime, but a true motorcycle focused anime. Now, that's almost unheard of. The closest thing to a recognizable bike moment in anime history is probably Akira. Yeah, the famous bike slide. That one scene pretty much changed the game for anime. It's been referenced, parodied, and paid homage to in so many different shows and movies. It's legendary, and it's one of the most iconic moments in anime. But beyond that, where are the bike animes? Where's the show that makes bike feel as cool as the cars in Initial D? And after searching for something to scratch that itch, I stumbled on a show, well, is not exactly what I expected, but is oddly satisfying. And it's Bakuon. I should say Super Cub is one of my favorite animes of all time. If you're talking about anime that gives you that feeling of connecting with a motorcycle, Super Cub does it beautifully. It's one of my all-time favorites, and it hits the specific tone that's all about personal connection to a machine. It's not about street racing or stunts or speed, it's about finding joy in simple, reliable bikes, and it captures the feeling of freedom and excitement that comes from owning your first motorcycle. It's about learning to ride, taking care of your bike, and just enjoying the small things, understanding its quirks, appreciating the machine itself. For anyone who loves motorcycles, it's an incredible show. So naturally, after watching Super Cub, I wanted more. I wanted to find another anime that did at least something similar. Maybe not exactly same, but maybe at least a little bit close. And that's when I came across Bakuon. Now, to be clear, Bakuon isn't anything like Super Cub. It's a totally different vibe, and it might not even be everyone's cup of tea. But honestly, I'm glad I gave it a shot. This isn't an anime that's going to blow anyone away, but if you're in this strange niche of people who love quirky, cringy garbage shows that absolutely everyone despises, then you're in the right place. But before that, here's a word from our sponsor. Have you ever felt your anime is a bit blurry? Well, do not worry anymore, because today's video sponsor 4dig has a solution for you. 4dig is a software that you can use to upscale your anime to much higher resolution than normal. 4dig comes with a lot of options like anime model, face model, where you can change between humans and anime. Also, you can choose different resolutions, which will help you decide. And also the AI enhanced feature, which you can select quality or speed depending on how fast your computer is. Also, there are other options like the photo enhancer, which you can upscale photos with, and also the video colorizer, and also the image colorizer, which you can use to colorize your old images. 4dig also comes with various other cool features, which you can check out in the link in the description below. And with that being said, back to the video. Let's get one thing straight. I'm not embarrassed to admit that I'm in that niche. I absolutely love my trashy, borderline ridiculous shows. Give me something cringy with cars and bikes and I'll eat it up. MF Ghost. So when I started watching Bakuon, I knew right where this was headed, but this isn't the kind of show that's gonna keep you up at night, and it goes into bike culture in a way that's surprisingly detailed. Alright, so here's the premise. Bakuon is a slice of life anime about a group of high school girls who are just getting into the world of motorcycles. It's a lighthearted show, one where you'll see them learning to ride, getting their licenses, picking out their first bikes, and taking their first rides. If I had to describe it simply, I'd say it's K-On! But with motorcycles instead of musical instruments. Imagine the easygoing vibe of K-On!, that sense of watching a bunch of high school friends have fun with their hobby. In Bakuon, it's bikes, and that makes all the difference. Just like K-On! Was about music and forming a band, Bakuon is about motorcycle and the excitement around bike club. Our main character Hane is like Yui from K-On! She's an airhead, the kind of girl who's not really sure what she's doing first but dives in with enthusiasm. And similar to Yui, Hane also has a younger sister who's more responsible and mature and looks after her, adding to that K-On! Feel. The story kicks off with Hane struggling to bike her way to school, bike as in bicycles. She's trying to pedal up this big hill on her bicycle, but it's not really happening. Then she spots a motorcycle cruising by effortlessly. She's fascinated and her curiosity took over. The girl who was riding the bike was one of her classmates, and she encourages her to join the school's motorcycle club. And that's where the real adventure starts. From that point on, it's Hane's journey of discovering what makes motorcycles special. It's about realizing that bikes are more than just machines to get you from point A to point B, and there's something you connect with. Now, this is where Bakuon shines in its own quirky way, the bikes. They actually feature some very cool bikes in this show, starting with the Suzuki Katana 400, and here's where it gets funny. They fucking hate this bike. In fact, it's not just the Katana. There's this whole running joke about Suzukis in general. They make fun of Suzuki bikes and Suzuki riders throughout the show. If you're into motorcycles, you probably get the joke, the whole jigsaw rider stereotype. And there's this one character who rides a Katana and the rest of the club just can't stop teasing her for it. The bikes don't stop there though. You got other models in the mix too, like the Yamaha Zero 225, the Ducati 750 SS, plus the absolute beast, the Kawasaki ZX-12R. The ZX-12R is ridden by this mysterious legendary character called Raimu Senpai. She's kind of a big deal in the club. Unlike the rest of the members who are high school girls, she's older and more experienced, even though none of the other girls know. And she always wears a helmet. You never see her face, and she has this almost godly presence in the group. She's the ultimate rider. Fast, skilled, knowledgeable, but she's also a very silent mentor figure who's not exactly guiding them directly, but still watches over them. While in the topic of godly figures, Jesus is in this anime. I'm not kidding. Jesus rides a Suzuki Intruder. Meanwhile, Hane rides a Honda CB400. It's just a Honda. Nothing flashy, nothing outrageous. The show kind of treats it like, yeah, it's a Honda, and that's relatable because Honda has this reputation for being reliable. Still, there's something endearing about how it's portrayed. There's almost a charm to it. Like, yes, it's just a Honda, but it's still her bike. And that's what matters. Now let's talk about the plot, or well, the lack of one. This is a slice of life show, so it's more about the little moments. The story kicks off with Hane stuck on her bike trying to climb that hill, spotting a motorcycle and getting inspired. From there on, it's the usual stuff about joining club, getting her license, finding her first bike, learning to ride, and of course all the bike maintenance and upkeep. The comedy is actually pretty good. It's not gonna make you roll over and belly laugh with your wife, but there's something really funny and clever motorcycle jokes in here. And if you're into bikes, you'll get a kick out of the little references. It's nothing like Super Cub, which is very quiet and introspective. Super Cub is almost meditative. It's slow, grounded, and deeply rooted in reality. Bakuon, meanwhile, is more playful, almost like a parody. It doesn't take itself seriously, and it's all about enjoying the quirky, fun side of biking. If Super Cub is about finding peace in the simplicity of a bike, Bakuon is about the thrill of having fun with one. I haven't seen anything quite like it. Bakuon doesn't try to be profound or deep, and it knows it's goofy. The characters are endearing, the humor is slight, and it embraces that odd niche appeal. If you're even a little bit interested in motorcycles, or if you're looking for something offbeat and fun, give it a shot. You don't need to know anything about motorcycles to watch the show because the show sets up in a way that anyone can pick it up. It's the kind of show that's genuinely a guilty pleasure. Not a masterpiece, but a memorable in its own quirky way. So that's Bakuon. If you're looking for something different, something that's a little bit weird, but surprisingly entertaining, definitely check it out. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching this video till the end. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you like my content, and of course, comment down the color of your underwear, and I'll see you later.